To football now, Melbourne Victory has extended their lead in the A-League to an incredible 14 points after beating Adelaide United 3-1 at Hindmarsh Stadium. What was supposed to be a celebration for Brazilian legend Romario turned into yet another fiery encounter between the two sides.
With 4 Brazilian players in the rival Adelaide and Melbourne squads for the round 15 match, Hindmarsh Stadium seemed more like Rio de Janeiro than the city of churches. And much of the focus was on 40-year-old legend Romario as he made his home debut. Melbourne skipper Kevin Muscat was just as determined to make his presence felt, though, as he and John Cosmina looked set to renew their rivalry after their infamous round 8 clash. But they were to be all overshadowed in the 13th minute when the Adelaide keeper had a brain explosion.
And Bajic had a shot at Fred there. Mark Shitwell said it hadn't been feisty, and Robert Bajic gets a straight red card. Incredible! Well, absolutely needless from the Adelaide goalkeeper. The Melbourne fans celebrate. It's stupidity of the highest order.
With Adelaide reduced to 10 men, Muscat then stepped up to add to the home side's agony.
And there's no contest.
The dramas then continued a few minutes later as the fireworks erupted again.
I'll see that a late challenge by Bredner on Aloisi. It's going to be another card. What colour? It's red! It's 10-piece! It's madness at Hindmarsh!
Not even Romario could avoid the dramas as the game threatened to explode.
Romario goes down. Adelaide fans howling for a penalty kick. Mark Shield hasn't seen it, or if he has, hasn't awarded it. Good punch away by Theocritos. And again, high drama at Hindmarsh. Was there contact there on the Brazilian?
But while the Brazilian veteran was being kept quiet, the Victory couldn't stop one of his compatriots just before half-time.
In behind the back, that's a goal by Fernando! And the Brazilian has scored at Hindmarsh. That's not the one that we expected, or that the fans take to see, but they'll take it.
The Adelaide fans were in full voice and were eager to have a dig at the Victory after Melbourne was recently denied a chance to play in the Asian Club Championship. Romario was also keen to make an impact, and he came close to breaking the deadlock in the 56th minute.
This is very dangerous. Romario! Oh, the upper stays with the legs. That was almost the moment.
The skills were still evident despite the Brazilians' growing years, but it was the Victory that made the most of their opportunities in the 62nd minute.
Allsop! Danny Allsop! Melbourne have the lead after being under the cosh for much of the second half, and it's Danny Allsop's 9th of the campaign. It's a sucker punch so far as Adelaide are concerned.
Adelaide tried to counter, and Romario was in the thick of the action.
From this angle, here is Romario. Good turn of face. Romario across the face of goal and owns. And it's behind.
But in the end, Melbourne had all the answers.
Fred in space. Beltrami thought about coming, but didn't miss to finish it. Oh, and a good save first up by Beltrami, but Fred knocks home the rebound, and another Brazilian is on target, and this time it's Fred, and that has surely won all 3 points of the Victory.
Tim Wharton, Fox Sports News.
I think that takes us, was it 14 from Sydney and a couple more from Adelaide, so it's a good result for us, but it's irrelevant now because we've got another massive game next Friday night. I think it's been built up. It's great there is a bit of rivalry between the two states and teams, but in all honesty, I don't think there's too much difference from the other games. I did see him go to ground, and obviously Shields, he had a good view of it, and he decided that it was warranted a red card.
Look, from what I understand, I didn't see it, and I didn't see the replay, but he stuck his leg out. I guess we've got a referee here. Ball was in his hands. It wasn't a goal-scoring situation. Is it a penalty? Might have been a send-off, but was it a penalty? Really, the boys played well tonight. Fantastic effort, and we played good football. We just didn't finish them off when we had the opportunities.
Look, there was a long break, and trying to occupy myself and visualise the ones that scored previously. And thankfully, he dived out of the way and hit the back of the net.
So just confirmation of the result from Adelaide. 5 cards dished out in the match, 4 goals scored. Well, cards to Reds United keeper Robert Bajic and Victory's Grant Brebner, but it was second half goals to Danny Allsop and Brazil's Fred that continues the Victory's dominance of the A-League. The loss leaves Adelaide third on the ladder and under threat from Newcastle and Central Coast now, while the Victory, well, they're 14 points clear of their nearest rival, Sydney FC, who take on the Mariners on Sunday, and you can see all the action from that match live on Fox Sports 2 from 3 p.m.
Fox Sports News on Channel 513. It's on all the time.